17 miles of city streets were paved in coordination with the city engineer's office. The Building Commission issued 976 construction permits. Evansville Police answered 134,130 calls for service. Here's a number that's especially heartwarming for animal lovers. 1,931 cats and dogs were adopted, returned to their owner, or transferred to a rescue organization through animal care and control. 351 affordable housing units came to fruition and are now under construction, representing $61 million in new investment, thanks to the good work of the Department of Metropolitan Development. 280 trees planted by urban forestry. Central Dispatch received 312,601 emergency calls. That averages 856 calls per day. Despite being closed for 8 weeks, Evansville City Golf Courses hosted 80,030 rounds of golf last year. Our computer services team blocked 7.5 million emails due to spam or malware concerns. 1,960 citizens utilized the emergency white flag shelter at CK Newsom. The Evansville Fire Department responded to 270 working fires, in addition to their 9,429 other calls for service.
Meetings took on a whole new look in 2020. 636 meetings through this office, 464 Zoom, WebEx, or Microsoft Teams, and another 172 old-fashioned telephone conference calls.
Hey Lane, unmute your mic.
14,700 people tested for COVID-19 at the testing site set up by the Reopen Evansville Task Force in cooperation with the Indiana Department of Health. 186 curb ramps were replaced on a 5-mile stretch of Covert Avenue. And for 8 years in a row, the Oak Hill Cemetery and Arboretum served as a regional site for Veterans Day. The Levee Authority pumped 4 million gallons of water out of our storm sewer into the Ohio River. Even though COVID-19 forced the closure of Mesker Park Zoo and Botanic Gardens for 3 months, 374,000 people stayed connected with the zoo through the At Home with Mesker Park Zoo crew via social media. The Metropolitan Planning Organization secured $14.6 million in federal funding for transportation projects. 52,794 work hours last year on the new Deaconess Aquatic Center. Our street maintenance crews filled 13,186 potholes last year. Hey, let me have a hand of that. Oh, man, that's heavy.
Yeah, it is.
How's that?
That's great. Good, that's great. You want to finish filling it up?
Yeah, you guys take over now. 42 tons of household hazardous waste were recovered by Solid Waste District's annual Toxaway Day. 867 cases of leave were processed by administrative services for COVID-19. 10 miles of water lines were replaced by the Evansville Water and Sewer Utility. Public transit was down last year, but Met still transported 734,288 passengers. 22,277 masks were distributed by our emergency management agency. 98 cases of discrimination were closed by the Human Relations Commission. 24 new subdivisions were recorded inside the city limits by the Area Plan Commission with 118 buildable lots. And the Evansville Water and Sewer Utility distributed 9,125,000,000 gallons of water.